Hey everybody,
Two boys.
one brain cell. My
Joel.
name is Chuck,
And that's Chuck.
and today we're checking out some Biffy, Clyro.
Billy, huh?
Yeah,
I've
dealt with many a horror. Okay,
I am homeschooled, but I think that's wrong.
it's part of my horrors. Okay, I'm sorry. We collided.
Biffy.
It's
Billy.
Biffy, Clyro.
Billy, Biffy.
Same thing.
It's kind of embarrassing for you.
Oh, you're gonna point out me saying words wrong.
Yeah, because you always put on mine. We obviously do into, you know. what I
You
mean?
have the famous one.
Do into me as I do into you.
You have the famous one. It's still you. You still win this with Lil Wagon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's such a good one.
It's ridiculous. It's just something that's been there since childhood. It's like in Age of Empires, every once in a while you'll catch me slipping up. I'll call them trebuchets. Because I never had someone there to correct me.
I love calling trebuchets trebuchets. I really do.
Nobody ever corrected me until I was like in my 20s.
That's the problem with homeschooling.
And I'm like, trebuchet? What the fuck?
Oh my goodness, your mom didn't teach you properly.
No, she did, but a lot of stuff like that was found out through video games and stuff, and they don't say it. It's something you would read, you know what I mean? Or I'd be reading a fantasy book. I'm not going to have my mom read a fucking fantasy book and then be like, hey, Mom, what does this mean? I was a teenage boy.
Dad?
Maybe.
He probably would have.
Yeah, he probably would have.
He's the one that got you into the books.
But he also said Twisted Metal 2, he was calling ricochets riquettes. And I was calling them riquettes for the longest time. And
I love calling them ricochets.
Until I said it on stream and people are saying, what are you saying, dude? Are you saying rockets? I was like, no, roquettes. And then I'm staring at the word. I'm like, oh my God, that's ricochet.
Ricochet?
It's a ricochet. I'm a moron.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just, not everybody knows how to pronounce everything. Yeah. So we skibbity boo bop hood.
We got that skibbity toilet Ohio Riz, bro.
I guess.
If you're going to do it right.
And we made it into a tangent before we even got into the song. You guys are so welcome. Let's check out some Billy Clyro.
You say I love you, boy, but I know you lie. I trust you all the same. I don't know why. 'Cause when my back is turned, my bruises shine. Our broken fairy tale, so hard to hide. I still believe future's for. Many of horror. Our future's for. Many of horror. I still believe it's you and me till the end of time. When we collide and come together, if we don't, we'll always be apart. I'll take a bruise, I know you're worth it. When you hit me hard.
Okay. So I'm still gonna go with this is like right up in there with like 2000s Christian rock.
Yes. I will state my biggest complaint here. The passion in his voice was there for part of the song and not for other parts of the song.
Okay.
Like the first half of the song, I felt like nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like the chorus hit and he has all this passion starts to come out
That's
in his
true.
voice. But it was like the rest of the song was very impassionate.
Okay.
And I want to feel the soul in there a little bit.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
a song like this, I want to feel your soul.
Okay.
And you weren't giving me that for the entirety. So that's where my big downfall here is. But I definitely agree with you. There was very Christian rocky elements to it.
Yeah.
Especially in the instrumental on this one. It definitely felt very like the pickups and drop offs were very, very, very Christian rocky.
Yeah, sir. And I don't think this was per se bad, like the last one that I wasn't a big fan of. I think this was pretty good, but it's also kind of in that middle realm for me still.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it. It's just I can't fall in love with something when I don't feel it.
My wife would love this. She would love this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just not my style. I think I'm gonna go with a 5.3 here, no playlist.
I'm going to go with a 5.7, and I'm going to try it in a playlist.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's too close to what I grew up with and just not into that style.
And
per se
not
anymore.
nostalgic. That's the weird part.
I'm nostalgic about certain Christian rock bands that I grew up with for sure.
But not this sound.
Not the sound. Yeah, not the overall sound. Because there's this tendency with Christian rock, especially when I was growing up, that they would mimic what was on the radio currently.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of stuff that sounds like you had like rappers like KJ52 who are like Christian rappers that kind of sounded similar to Eminem, or they would like purposely take shots at Eminem, it just felt very much like a tactic to get bigger.
A clout chase.
Cloud chase, kind of, yeah. And then I feel like a lot of bands that were Christian, that were doing their own thing, kind of sounded similar like this, which is fine. And then you had some that were like trying to be hard rock. You had your PODs, your Front Pillar, your what other bands like that? Flyleaf, I think. Stuff like that, right? And then later on, things got a little bit more developed, and then like Christian music wasn't specifically Christian, and it was like, okay, so like you had like every band, some members are Christian, some are whatever, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter,
Right.
And you just stop kind of giving a shit about them being wholly Christian,
Right.
because it's like, that's my faith. I don't need someone else's with that faith singing to me. That's the way I always looked at it.
Yeah.
I'm not so caught up in my own faith that I need people singing that to me. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah. So, like, other people find a connection through music to God, and that's fantastic if you do that.
Absolutely.
That is not per se my style of it.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it, though, either. I don't think it produces good music in that genre, especially from where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some bangers.
I think you could definitely...
Like, don't get me wrong, but, like,
I feel like
not
you could
the
have...
style you're going for.
Yeah, I could feel like you could have elements that are Christian-based while keeping true to an art form.
Yeah, that's fair.
Without just going full, like, this is what it is.
Sure.
And I think that fits a lot more, like, with what yours and what my taste in music would be.
Yeah, like, inspired lyrics are one thing. We're like Fit for a King. I believe they're a Christian metalcore band, right? And a lot of their themes line up with what they believe, but their music as a whole, as most art, can be taken however.
Right.
That's the way I prefer.
And I love music that can be taken in multiple directions. Yeah, that is a huge selling point for me.
Yeah, I personally, obviously I have my own beliefs, don't get me wrong, but I always felt it kind of like selfish to feel like my belief was the only right one, perchance, either when you have 6,000 religions, whatever the fuck it is. And like, I have my faith that it is, like, in the grand scheme of things,
right,
somewhat correct, hopefully, but there's no way to prove that or know that.
Right.
It's just faith. And I just don't need that, I feel like, to
100%
back that up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's all internal for me.
But that's it for this one, y'all.
You cutting it off my tangents?
100%.
How come you get tangents and I don't get tangents?
You've had your tangent. I feel like your tangent's over.
You don't get to decide when my tangent's over, bitch.
Your tangent's over now. Peace out, y'all.
Shout out to Ryan B. My bad. Got a little rushed on the outro.